Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have our January wrap-up of our planning system, which I set up in December and carried on until January. So I have a few planners to show you. I have 3 Hobonichi Weeks. Let me get them all out. Hobonichi Weeks nuance. My favorite Hobonichi Weeks, the MAAYA SAKAMOTO. I keep saying that, but it is my favorite one. And we also have my sneaker mega. So all 3 of them, will they fit? Yes, they will. Okay. Also, I'm going to have a review of this. I'll tell you my thoughts. So this is my leather cover, Harmony B. And then I also have a few notebooks. So I do have my Hobonichi Day Free. Very similar colors with my sneakers. And then I also have my A5 notebook. So this is just a notebook. And this is the bigger one compared with the smaller one. So I have both of the notebook options. But I'm only going to show you the A5 version today. Okay, so let's go through the Hobonichi Weeks first because that is my favorite planner type from Hobonichi. Actually, I'm going to start with the leather cover. So let's clean up first. Okay, so this leather cover retailed for $100. It is custom made and this is from Harmony B, and I mentioned that this one has a button closure. Pretty good sized pen loop. It's a little more malleable now than before. So I really like this. Light colors are what I really like. And what happened is that my sneakers used to live in here for the whole month of January when I got the cover, and unfortunately I will not be, well, not really unfortunately, but I have decided not to put my planner back into the cover. I'm going to return to my trusty COC, which looks like this. Very similar design to a cover, lighter, just made of plastic, clear plastic. And for me, I put this paper down. This was the Christmas one, and this is still the Christmas one. It does look a lot like Christmas, but I haven't had a chance to make a new cover for this because this really matches the other planners that I have and looks good on my shelf. So the reason that I'm not going to use my main planner in this cover, I'm still going to use it but not for my main planner, is because the button makes it hard for me to write in this area. It raises this area in a way that it's just this button, as you can see there, and that's something that it's very minimal, but I didn't quite enjoy it as much because of this. So that is the reason why I'm going to use this for my other planners that I don't consult as often as my main Hobonichi planners. So speaking of main Hobonichi planners, you're probably wondering what I meant. My sneaker mega is my main planner. This is my catch-all, and then I have 2 other planners. I had decided that my MAAYA SAKAMOTO one was going to be my life planner, home planner, and things like that. So no work here, just other things. Work planner goes in here, as well as my Hobonichi Day Free. And another planner, which was the Kurashi Techo. And I picked up the Kurashi Techo because it had white Tomoe River paper. They are both Tomoe River paper in that they are very thin. And of course, the processing is very similar, but this one is bleached. And there are other things about this paper that I'll talk about in a little bit when I talk about this one. So this was my life planner, and this was my social media planner. So I'm going to talk about the sneakers first. And I'm going to show you a little flip through. Excuse me, my voice is leaving me. So it was working quite well as my schedule keeper. In December, of course, this is Christmas week, so there's not a lot of documenting there. And then it looks pretty good actually. I really enjoyed using this week, and I haven't actually filled out the bottom because it's Saturday. Not a lot of major planning done on Saturday, just filming and journaling. And then my MAAYA SAKAMOTO was not getting that much love. This is my favorite planner. This is for 2022, and this has everything I ever really wanted, but I had one successful page. So this is the most successful one, wherein I was documenting my daily affirmation and gratitudes, and then an overview of the day, and then some little highlights of the day. And it worked out quite well. So this entire thing was archived. The actual filling in happened in my digital planner, which I will not talk about today. And then I haven't filled out this week, and I wasn't filling out this week. And then this is today, and it was, or rather this week, but I mean the current week, but it was chaos. So I didn't fill it out. And then the social media planner was faring even worse than the MAAYA SAKAMOTO. So that noise is from this. So the charms that I put at the bottom, at the end of the bookmarks, this was that plan with me that didn't pan out. I was very upset that I lost the footage for this. It wasn't filmed correctly, I would say. So this is January, and as you can see, there's nothing. That is because my social media planning isn't as rigorous, and I didn't like it that it's super structured when I would only really film or do any social media things when I have the time. And last week was crazy week, and I think the weeks before that, the reason why there's nothing in here is because they were crazy too. So when I had the time, I just go ahead and film, and then if I had more time, edit and voiceover, and then that's why you see videos still going up my channel, but they're not really going in here, which is kind of disappointing because I had, in an ideal world, all my planners will have been used the way I intended them to be used. So I'm going to go through the January review first, and then I'll tell you what happens or what I plan to do for February. So these are the notebooks. Oh, not the notebooks, but the Day-Free and the Kurashi Techo. The Kurashi Techo sometimes had a lot of use, and then this is this week, and basically I was just copying whatever I had planned to do in my other planners and then put them here, mainly what I had put down in here in my MAAYA. And then I wasn't pre-planning, which I thought that I was gonna do. There's a lot of advantages with using this paper. It's nice, it's smooth, but actually it's not that smooth. I realized that Tomoe River paper was coated in a very different kind of way than the Kurashi Techo. And also the grid of this is a tiny bit bigger than this one, than the Hobonichi one. So in the end, the conclusion is I didn't really like the Kurashi Techo as much as I thought that I would, but I'm glad that I was able to try it for a few weeks. You can see there, I really loved the way that the monthlies were made, but aside from that, I wasn't feeling the same, and I wasn't really feeling it. And remember that I am a Hobonichi addict, so I am completely biased. So this is my Day-Free, and this is it my Day-Free? Yeah, well, it is my Day-Free, but this is the 2021 one. This is my Hobonichi. I think I showed you the wrong one. Okay, hang on. Okay, and then this is my 2022. So this is my PhD notebooks, I would say. This is my PhD notes. So I'm going to put that aside. And this is the one that I'm using for 2022 to hold all of my academic things. Academic planning, academic to-dos, mostly academic to-dos. Clear future planning I thought would happen in the monthlies, but clearly it didn't. And as you can see here, there's like that one, but otherwise I hadn't actually used a lot of it, a lot of pages yet. So what happened is that I tried to use this for my dailies. It works out when I do use it, when I do open it, but the thing is I wasn't opening it as much as I should have. I think it's because of the way that it was in this cover, which was meant for the day free, and then I had both this and this, so the Kurashi Techo and the Hobonichi A6 together in one notebook, which, or rather one cover, which didn't work out. I didn't like to open it. It felt a little like a chore. I don't know why. There's probably greater satisfaction if I had a cover that would fit both of them nicely, where I didn't have to take this out to write in it. And then lastly, so I'd gotten this together with my new ones, and I do have a video on that, and I showed this in the last planning session, which I will also link down below. I'll link both videos. And I tried to use this as a bujo and it didn't work out. I used this as a bujo back in 2021 and I'd never looked back. I even tried to make this into, so another bujo type, into morning journaling. I'm not a morning person. Morning journaling was not for me. So those were the January notebooks and planners that I had used. So now let's talk about the February planning system. Let's start with the main planner. So the main planner that I want to use now, instead of the MAAYA, I'm gonna turn my MAAYA SAKAMOTO into my main planner. The reason being is that because this is my favorite planner and I want to use it. Whenever I'm writing on my other planners, the new ones and the sneaker, I'm always thinking about writing here, how it would feel to write here instead. Now, the reason that I made the MAAYA as my main planner before was because of the notes pages that I had wanted to use as daily pages or as supplements to my weekly views. And I realized that I didn't need to do that. I was planning elsewhere for my dailies, mainly my digitals, because it was quite easy for me since I do a lot of digital things. So from here as my main planner, this is my new main planner. Now what to do with the previous main planner? Okay, so I decided not to put this back or the MAAYA SAKAMOTO into my leather cover. I'll show you that later. Instead, I'm going to put it back into the COC because this was working out very well when I had started to use it before my leather cover arrived, and I missed having it look just like this. Very simple. It's in its cover. You open it, it lies relatively flat because of the papers that I had used inside the COC. That is a trick. Otherwise, the sneaker wouldn't lay flat by itself. So what's going to happen is that this planner will be my first academic planner that will show my weekly, and hopefully I will have used this for future planning academic wise. Another thing is that for daily planning in for my academics, for my work, I'm going to use my day free for that because I found that I like the more free-flowing aspect of a day free, and she is going to live in my favorite A6 cover, which is my 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔. And this is just photos. I'm just going to put her back off cam because there are some things in the 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 that are quite personal. All right, so she's now safely in her home in the 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 cover. I'm going to put this here. So this is the monthly view, and there goes one of the bookmarks. And then for the daily view, another bookmark. Just like what you would do if this was not a day free, if this was like the original or even the avec. I don't know. I don't like the 1 page a day. Sometimes some days don't need a whole page. So that is for my academic planners. So now they would go to uni with me when I go back to uni on February 14th, where I currently work from home because of all the things. And this is my also the 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔, because I love the 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 pencil board. The only pencil board I have right now. I have another pencil board, but I can't find it for the life of me. I've been looking for that forever. And then lastly, we have the new ones. So the new ones will live in the cover. What will be the purpose of this nuance, since it didn't work out as a social media planner. So the social media planning will now go into my digital planner, and this one will go into this cover and become my wellness planner. Let me just do this off cam because it is a little bit difficult. All right, so it's difficult because the raw leather doesn't want to play with the polyurethane cover of my Hobonichi Weeks. I want to start working out again because I'm gonna be sat down for about 6 to 8 hours every day now. This is actually the analysis part. It's gonna take forever because I have so many things to analyze, and for sure all of those will be conducted with me sat on a chair. That's why I need a wellness planner, because you gotta Pilates or yoga your way through the week. Just sat down for 8 hours is not good for you. So that is what we are going to do. So hopefully this works out, and I will have hopefully a March. See, I have to do this, but it's okay. The polyurethane, that nothing's gonna happen to it. The paper, it's bendy. It's Tomoe River paper. Nothing's gonna happen to it. The one the one thing that I'm worried about is the cover, if it will survive the nuance. Also, one of the reasons why I wanted to put the nuance here is that the nuance really refused to lie flat. Even with my trusty cat book holder, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do anything like that. She wanted to remain close and be what she wanted to be, which I'm gonna have to give it to her. That is her prerogative. So those are my main little planners. Granted that there's also my digital planners, which I gotta be honest, I'm having so much fun with. All right, so I'm gonna show you the notebooks. So the first one is this one. That is my notes, PhD notes, which is very important. So I'm gonna put it here, back in here, where she used to live by herself, and she will live by herself once again without any friends. Now the planning part of this I don't use, which is gonna be great because I have one bookmark and it only goes into where my writing should start next. Okay, and then this will be retired for February. Maybe I'll miss it, maybe it'll become something different, but for now, the first notebook. I have a second notebook, and it is the A5, which I have decided to use. So I forgot, really, I can't tell you, and I didn't do prior research. I'm sorry. I don't know what the name of this is, but this has been with me for the longest time ever. I took the COC out because I kind of like it to be worn in. Look, it looks new because it had lived with its COC since the day that I got it out of the packet. So I want it to feel used. See, the inside is pristine. I could sell this right now for the price that I got it for, which wasn't very much because this was on sale. Ooh, tip, if you're going to be in Japan and towards the middle of the year, you can get the COC for half price because it would come as a set with the planner, not the notebook, but the planner itself, like Hobonichi Cousin, for example. And since the Hobonichi Cousin is already it's dated and it's halfway through the year, you will get this cover with with a dated planner for half price. So if you're but you can only do it in Japan. So if you're in Japan, pick this up. Loft is great. Okay, so we are gonna put her back in here, and then we're gonna try and use her. What is she for? So this is gonna be Bujo. So we're gonna try Bujo again. But like not your typical daily Bujo. This is gonna be my trackers Bujo. It's just gonna track. Just gonna track everything that I'm doing just for fun. You know, we wanna have fun. That's for another video, so I'm not going to show you that yet because I will have a dedicated bujo video. What's wrong with you? There we go. She's caught in the seams. And now she's not. There we go. So she's going to be my bujo, and she's going to be tracking all my things. Everything. Like if I work out, if I spend a lot or no spend, if I eat out, all of those things will be in here. It's nice to have that actually, so that at a glance you'll know which days I didn't work. Is it a recurring thing? Do I need to move my weekends to midweek and have another day, another rest day, couple of days after that, and things like that will be here. The reason that I wanted to track all the things also is because I can control my own time. So it's nice to have that information if I'm not bounded by anything like work hours, office hours, and things. All right, so that is that, and let's show all of our wonderful planners today. So that's it for us today. I hope that if you're looking for inspiration on what to do with your planners and what to do with your notebooks, then I hope that you were inspired by this or got a few ideas. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!